दया करदान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना दया करना हमारी।
So, Rajasthan.
This one. I gotta think about this one. Hold on.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed Rajasthan.
Rajasthan was awesome. It's in the northwest of India.
Yeah, it shares a border with Pakistan.
We started off in Jaipur. We flew to Jaipur, which in itself is just a really, really interesting city. It's a pink city.
Yes, very, very rosy.
We started out the first day, we went to the Amber Fort, which was really beautiful, really cool, very old.
Yes.
The homestays were really cool. Like, each student chose an area of interest and then they spent the day with somebody from that community.
Did you do your homestay?
I did my homestay with a miniature artist who was really, really nice and who was really interesting. Not small paintings, it's large paintings done with a single hair, either camel or squirrel brush.
Keith went with a different miniature artist too, right?
Yeah.
And Catherine and Tess, they got to spend a day with a Kabelia dancer and her family, which, can we talk about Kabelia dancing? Kabelia dancing, like, it was like everywhere we went there were some Kabelia dancers, and they're so beautiful, so amazing, and we always got to dance with them. And then the next day was JKSMS.
And we actually visited the slum also that JKSMS is doing work.
Then it was Jaisalmer.
Yes.
So we took the train to Jaisalmer, like 13-hour train ride overnight.
Yes. Hey, we're in Jaisalmer.
I think one of the most interesting places I've ever seen, just as far as architecture and
culture.
We went to a village in Jaisalmer called Kita Village,
which is really close to the Pakistan border.
We got to see a traditional village.
Really beautiful. The people were great, and on seeing the mayor, super welcoming. We got to harvest millet with him in like the middle of the desert. Millet and watermelons.
Yeah, they're really good watermelons.
Watching the sunset that night over the desert, pretty amazing. At Kanoi village, we went to another village the next day, which was a little bit more modern.
And we saw some really cool, like, traditional Rajasthani music there. Absolutely beautiful. It was a really neat experience with more music and more dancing by the Kabelias.
Then desert, sand dunes.
That night we went on a camel safari and we slept in the sand dunes.
Really fun being out in the desert. And the next day we did an ethnographic profiling.
The first day I was with an Ayurvedic doctor.
I stayed with a shepherd for the morning and walked out with him and his flock and like his son. It was just an amazing experience, hang out with shepherds in the middle of the desert. And then we had to go home. Rajasthan, pretty much an amazing place.
Yeah, it showed me a way of life that I didn't even know existed.
It introduced me to the desert.
Yeah, it's such a unique way of life and a unique atmosphere to be in. There's a lot more life in the desert than I ever would have thought, definitely.
Rajasthan.
To learn more about Global College and how you can spend a year in India, visit www.liu.edu/global.